All right, now based on the plane etiquette, stadium and game etiquette, because it seems like once the booze starts flowing at the stadium, people start to forget about the etiquette that's also involved. So what comes to mind? What are your rules on being the guy that starts the wave or doesn't participate in the wave, Rich?
I wasn't even thinking of the wave, but you know where I was thinking first?
Yeah. Because I'm kind of like, come on with the wave, dude.
Listen, but in a blowout, sometimes those are the type of things that keep the crowd alive.
And then, like I was going to say, but sometimes it is kind of fun.
We've been at stadiums where there's a boring fight.
Yeah.
And some guy's doing funny chants, gets everyone involved.
That is fun. But what are the rules?
I got some rules. I don't know why this is the case with movie theaters and stadiums. Clean up after yourself. I'm not saying you need to pick up every little peanut shell, but I'm amazed how people have a Dodger dog or soda and they just throw it on the floor like it's a pigsty.
Also, we've seen people urinate in the sink. We're like, really? What is going on?
And Rich is right. What is it about stadiums and movie theaters where we're like, yeah, we're just gonna litter and leave it here?
I don't get it. Like, if I have a hot dog and a soda or a beer, I'm going to throw my trash in the garbage can.
That's just become the way for whatever reason. Let's be better there.
Police
the
your
do's
breasts.
and don'ts. How about the slob that's always caught on social media, like drinking a beer out of a hot dog or something gross like that? You always see something like that, or someone's dipping their chicken fingers into the soda, or you always see something weird like that. I would say that's a stadium don't.
I'll give you one.
Unless you're desperately trying to go viral.
Don't be the person that FaceTimes or is on speakerphone for more than 10 seconds.
Oh, I got another one. Don't be the jabroni who's pretending to have good seats, so you really have nosebleeds, but you go all the way down to the front just to get that picture and potentially steal someone else's seat. You're a seat stealer. But what you're doing is trying to brag on social media. You're doing it for the gram, acting like you're a baller in the front row when really you're not.
I got another. I could keep going on for days. This is ballpark etiquette. Now that baseball's here.
Stadium do's and don'ts.
Stadium do's and don'ts, much like the airplane. I get it. You're at a ball game. I'm okay with people throwing out a couple swear words here and there, but if you're sitting next to a bunch of families, you know what it's called, Danny?
You're a trash bag.
You ever hear people that don't know how to read the room?
Yep.
If you're in the bleachers around a bunch of adults,
it's alcohol, man.
That's different.
It is. They just you lose all etiquette.
When there's moms and little kids around you, shut up.
Yeah.
You don't need to use
How
all those
about
curse words.
He's the same a-hole that'll snag a baseball from a little kid. Like I can't tell you how many times you see a major league player trying to toss it to like a little girl or a little boy they're playing catch with, and some beer guzzling idiot with a beer helmet on snags the ball from them.
We've seen some of those guys push kids too.
No, I like that. I'll tell you why I like that.
Like.
Because usually those people are exposed on social media and they're embarrassed. And I saw it just recently. It was pre-game.
Aren't you embarrassed?
It was pre-game. Yeah, that is a good Sebastian Maniscalco. Like, aren't you embarrassed?
Stealing a baseball from a kid?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I saw it wasn't the Paul Skeens having a catch with the kid. I thought that was a cool moment. It was another one, but the baseball player was very clear, like, you little boy,
tossing it to you.
Some jabroni
Some
steps
big
in
fat
front of him,
meathead steals it.
and he then falls, grabs the ball, and like walks away. I'm like, that you should be so embarrassed of yourself.
Don't do that. Honestly, I think you deserve a punch in the face if you do that.
How about when your whole section sits down?
Oh,
but there's the one jabroni that stays standing right in front of you, and he's 300 pounds.
I always think of the Woody Woodpecker cartoon. You remember when he's sitting there trying to watch the ball game, but there's a guy with a cowboy hat in front of him?
Yes.
So he finally takes the cowboy hat off, and then his hair is shaped like that. And it's still blocking
Rich,
him.
that's another read the room.
That's when you got to mow their hair down.
Danny, I'm big on reading the room in those scenarios because I also don't want to kill the enthusiasm of a playoff game or a big moment. But I feel this way at concerts too. On the floor, people clearly are standing. But if you have like a side angle of the stage, a lot of times during certain songs, people are sitting, having their drink, chilling, getting the vibe going. If you are in the front and everyone else in your section sitting, you almost then have to be like, all right, I'm one with my section. You can't be the one person that's like, let's go, Eagles. When everyone around you is like, dude, take a seat. It's the third quarter with 8 minutes left. No one else is standing. Like, read the room.
Stadium do's and don'ts. We'll wrap it up with your phone calls now at 877-99 on Fox. Again, we're Covino and Rich. Hope you had a great weekend. Who do you want to start with?
Oh, one more.
Go ahead.
I hope I'm not offending anyone in this room.
I'm sure you are.
Don't wear
oh boy
the jersey of a team that's not participating.
Oh, I don't care if you're offending anybody. I'm with you.
If you go,
so random and weird.
If you go to a Dodgers-Padres game,
and a Cardinals fan rolls up
and you're
in a
like,
Pujols
you're wearing your
jersey.
old school Pujols jersey.
Get out of my face with that.
I don't know why that bothers me
with
so
your
much.
John Tudor 1987 jersey. Get out of my face.
All right, let's go real quick. Donald in Mar-a-Lago.
You don't have Ozzie Smith fans here for no reason.
Wait a minute. Hi, Donald.
Donnie. Hey, buddy.
How we doing, guys?
What's up?
How you doing?
Nobody knows about etiquette more than me, right?
Okay.
I am the definition of etiquette, right?
This is the worst impression
And-
ever. It's worse than mine. Keep going, Donnie.
But I was at the Met game, right? We all know I'm the #1 Met fan. I'm from Queens. I'm a big Met fan. And this lady was chanting louder than Rosie O'Donnell after an Indian meal. And she was chanting, "Let's go Mets," right? And the security came, right? And they said, "You got to go," right? And then everyone else, all these New Yorkers started chanting, "Let's go Mets," right?
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eric in Vegas. What's up, Eric?
Hey, Eric.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up?
All right, you took mine on the sitting versus standing, but another one is miserable fan. You're paying a lot of money to have a good time with the family. You always we got season tickets, but there's always those fans that are just trashing the team or the coach or the decisions. They're annoying to be next to.
Yeah, they are. Oh, Dave Roberts sucks.
Yeah,
he just won
that's
a World
true.
Series, and you signed them for more years, so relax.
Especially when you're there with like a new set of eyeballs, like your kid or like a date or something. Like you don't want that negativity around you.
And if one of your players is having an off day, a bad game, I hate the overreaction of certain fans around you. That's why they need to cut him. It's like, calm down, man.
Dude, did you see that viral clip over the weekend at the Pirates-Yankees game? When there was some guy, they were like, "You're a bum, Judge, you effing suck." And you hear it in the background, and then he hits a home run right afterward, which I loved. But, yeah, man, people get real inappropriate.
I got one fantastic one. I think everyone in this room will agree, and then we'll go to Dan Byer. Nothing bothers me more than when the pitcher simply steps off the mound, and people go, "Balk! Balk!" No, the damn rule. Like, I don't know why that bothers me so
How about
much.
this? What about the friend that comes back with a whole thing of like snacks and treats but doesn't offer up anything?
Isn't
Or
that
they
you?
never even offered a hot. Hey man, you could have told me you were getting a hot dog. I would have got one.
Isn't that you?
That is me sometimes.
I
Yeah.
remember we went to a bowl game once, and Covino asked his brother, like, for something really good, like, "Yo, can you get me a sausage or a smash burger or something good?" His brother goes, "Yeah, I decided to get you," and he got you like some whack treat instead.
Dude, yeah, he got me the weakest stuff. He's like, they weren't selling that here, yo.
So here's cotton candy.
I got your milk duds.
I don't
Yeah, I
want-
was gonna say milk duds.
I don't
Yeah.
want milk duds.
I got you
asked-
Whoppers.
I asked for chicken tendies.
He got you red vines.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this?